Today I will discuss about the questions in Cambridge Lower Secondary Mathematics. The first one is related to the angles. A polygon consists of 5 sides. What is the name of a polygon that has 5 sides? It will be pentagon. And then if the length of all sides are the same, then we can call it as regular pentagon. If the length of the side is not the same, then that one is a non-regular polygon, or I can say it as irregular polygon. Now after that we go back to the questions. The mean of the size of 4 angles is 125. Underline the word mean. What is mean? Mean is average. So angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 divided with the number of angles that we sum, so divided by 4 is equal to 125. Find the size of the last angle. Now first we need to know the total angle of the 5-sided polygon, right? Now the formula to find the total angle of a polygon, it will be n minus 2 times 180 degree, which is n is the number of sides owned by the polygon. On this question we have 5, so it will be 5 minus 2 times 180 degree, and then it will be 3 times 180 degree. The result will be 540 degree. So can you imagine if this one is a polygon? Yeah, this one is a polygon. It's a pentagon because it consists of 5 sides. Now if you total all of the interior angle here, that one will be equal to 540. Now after that, the next statement says that the mean of the size of 4 angles is 125. Then we can say like this one. Oh, so if I add this angle with this angle with this angle with this angle and then divided by 4, it become 125. Then by knowing that fact, then actually we will be able to get the sum of 4 angles. I will write it like angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle 4 divided by 4, it would be equal to 125. And then we know already that we are able to know what will be the value of this one. A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4, it will be equal to 125 times 4. Like that, right? And then after that, we can say that A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4, it will be equal to 500. Now, A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 become 500. So I think you will be able to know nih, if A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5, that one will be equal to what? If all the angle here now being summed up, that one will be equal to this, right? So I can write it 540. And then I will do the substitution. It says that A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 is equal to 500. So I can make it here 500 is equal to A5, plus A5, sorry, is equal to 540. And then after that, I can say that A5 will be 540 minus 500, and then it will give you 40 degree. Okay, I don't know the exact size of all the 4 angles, but I know that the sum of all 4 angles there is 500. The only angles that I know the exact size is only the 5th one here, yeah, which is that one will be 40 degree. That one is about geometry, okay? And then the next questions that I want to discuss is about the pattern. So about the pattern, yeah. About the pattern, let's say I have 3 and then 7 and then 11 and then 15. This one is a number pattern, okay? Now please remember all the terms, like for example term to term rule, yeah, term to term rule. So what is the rule applied between two terms, like between 3 and 7? How to make the 3 become 7? Oh, plus it by 4. And then 7 to 11, oh, plus it with 4. And then oh, 11 to 15, plus it with 4. So the term to term rule for this number pattern is add by 4. Okay? Or no, I forget the ed. Added by 4, like this. And then after that, there is another one. What is the next two terms? Let's say the next two terms, then it means you need to find what is the two number that will be available after the last number in the number pattern. So to get here, you plus it by 14, it will be 19. And then to get here, you plus it with 4 again, become 23. Now, how about the n term? The n term is a formula that is used to find the value, yeah, to find the value in the number pattern based on the position, where the n is the position. So in here you're dealing with a formula. The n is the position, is the input to the formula, and n is the input. I'm sorry, n is the input. N is the input of the formula, and n, it will be the position of the number. And then after you process the n, then you will get the value that is available in that position. Okay, now how to create the formula? Then you look on the term to term rule, yeah? It will be added by 4. So you stick it with the n, for n. And then after that, to find the next term of the formula, you find the term that available before the first term. So it means you go to the left. If like go to the right is plus 4, it means go to the left, it will be minus 4, right? So 3 minus 4, it will be negative 1. So this is the formula. Now, if I ask you, what will be the value that will take the position of 100? What is the value of the 100? What is the value of the 100 term? Then you replace the n by the position, and then after that you calculate, which is the result will be 399, something like that one. Now the questions in checkpoint can be something like this one, but there is a possibility they will give the question in, I will say, in a text. So for example, like this one, the term to term rule is added by 5. And then the first term of the sequence is, let's say, C. Now, the sum of um, the sum of the of the third and fourth term is 31. And then I ask you, what will be the value of first term? Now, in here, you just need to like write the facts first. Let's say like term to term rule is added by 4. Okay, term to term rule is added by 5, right? And then the first term of the sequence is C. That one is the first one. Then the second one, it will be C plus 5, right? The third one, it will be C plus 5, right? So it becomes C plus 10. And then after that, the fourth term, it will be the last term, the third term. You plus it with 5 again. So it becomes C plus 15. Am I right? Now, after that, we go to the next one. The sum of the third and the fourth term is 31. So this one, if you add it with this one, it becomes 31. So I can make a what? An equation here. C plus 10, this one is the third. And then what is the fourth? C plus 15 is equal to 31. So it means 2C plus 25, it will be equal to 31, right? And you can solve this. 2C will be equal to 31 minus 25, and then 2C is equal to 6, and then C is equal to 3. Now, what will be the questions here? What will be the value of the first term? What is the first term? C. So what is the answer for that one? The answer is, of course, 3. If they ask you what is the value of the second term, then where is the expression of the second term? This one, right? So what is the value of C? 3. So 3 plus 5. So the second term is 8, right? For the value. And then for the third term, you will see the number 13. And then the fourth term, you will see the number 18. Okay? I hope that you do get it about that. And then after that, I will check the time first. Okay, one more. And then, okay, it's about the simultaneous equation, yeah? About simultaneous equation, let's say I have 3x plus y is equal to 7, and then 2x plus 2y, it will be equal to 6. Now, simultaneous equation means what? Means that you need to find the value of x and y, and then if you place it in both of them, the result will be the same with the value on the right side. Yeah, so if you put the x and y in both of them, the equation will be correct. Now, how to deal with that one, I teach you already in the class. We will use the not the substitution, but the crossing thingy, elimination, right? Now, to eliminate one of the variable, you need to make the coefficient the same. Now, if you look here, I think it's a good idea to make all the y become 2. The second equation is already 2y. So now we will make the first one become 2y. How to make the y become 2y? You times it by 2. So all of them times it by 2, right? So this one becomes 6x plus 2y equal to 14. This one you times it by 2, times it by 2, times it by 2. Correct? And then after that, the bottom one, you just copy. And then after that, how to eliminate the 2y? We have positive 2y, and then the second one is positive 2y. You need to add it or minus it. So we will lose the y. We will minus it, okay? So 2y minus 2y is 0, and then 6x minus 2y is 4x, and then 14 minus 6, it will be 8. That's why the x will be 2. And then after that, you choose one of the equation. I will choose the second one. This one, it will be 2x plus 2y is equal to 6. So we know that the value of x for both equation is 2. Now we need to figure it out. If the x is 2, then what will be the y, right? So how to do it? Then we just substitute the x by the 2, right? Because we already know the value of x. So 2 times 2 plus 2y is equal to 6. And then 4 plus 2y is equal to 6. 2y is equal to 6 minus 4. 2y is equal to 2. And then y is equal to 2. So the result will be A is 2. 2 divided by 2 is what? 1. Okay. So x, the value of x is 2. And then y, it will be 1. So if you place it in the 3x plus y, 3 times 2 is 6, y plus 1, 7. Correct, right? And then we go to the second one. 2x, 2 times 2, 4. And then 2y, 2 times 1, 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. Correct. So this one is the solution. Okay? And then what else? Okay, if I have, for example, 3x plus 2y is minus 1 is equal to 0. Then I ask you, what is the gradient where the line intercepts the y-axis? If there is a question asking you about the gradient where the line intercepts the y-axis, then you need to make this linear equation into this format. So you need to be sure that the subject is y, a single y. Now, if we look on the question, then, well, we just make the 2y stay. And then after that, for the others, we move it to the right. So we started with the element with the x, or 3x. If you move it to the right, 3x become negative 3x, right? And then after that, the constant, the plus c, oh, for sure it will be negative 1. So negative 1, you move it to the right, it becomes plus 1. Now, can we say that the gradient is m? Can we say that the gradient is negative 3? And then the y-intercept is 1 for the c? No, because if you look on the left-hand side, the y is not single, it's double, right? So we need to make it single. How to make it single? How to make the 2y become y? You divide all of them by 2. Okay, so this one y, negative 3x divided by 2, negative 3 over 2x, and then plus 1, 1 divided by 2 become 1 over 2. So then I can say the m, it will be negative 3 over 2. Don't put the x because the x is not a part of the gradient. And then after that, y-intercept will be half. Now, if half, okay, if I ask you, oh, please give me another linear equation, a different linear equation that is parallel to this linear equation. Then you just need to make another linear equation that has the same gradient. Remember, if it's parallel, then the gradient of line 1, it will be equal to the gradient of line 2. So if it's parallel, then I can say, oh, y is equal to negative 3 over 2x, and then minus half. This one is parallel to the first one. Why? Because the gradient is the same. How about the last one? Really the last one. How about if that one is perpendicular? So for example, if the line is like this one, you need to find a linear equation that will cross this line, and then it will create a 90 degree. Okay, now for that one, you just need to be sure that when the value of when the gradient line 1, if you multiply it by the gradient of line 2, that one will give you negative 1. So for this case, look, what is the gradient for line 1? It's negative 3 over 2, right? What will be the value of M2? So you, if you multiply two of them, it becomes negative 1. 2 over 3, right? This one, this one, this one, this one, negative 1, right? So the line that is perpendicular to this equation will be what? Yeah, y. What is the gradient of the second line? 2 over 3. 2 over 3 x and then plus 1. This one perpendicular, this one parallel. I think that's all for this video. I hope that you do understand. Bye.